Galin here with the Chatham Journal, Chatham Chat List. I am with Mr. Greg Stafford. We're down in Pittsboro right now by the courthouse. We talked to Greg back in October of 2020. Seems like a whole lot of time back, about what he's doing with the SoCo project. He said a lot of it's going to kick off in January of 2021. Hey, folks, it is January 7th. Greg, where are we with the, what is the SoCo project?
Standing in front of it. We're going to be demolishing this building. It will go away. If you are in love with the building on the corner of the circle, you better come get a picture because it won't be here in about 2 weeks. We're going to take it down, and where we stand is going to be an outdoor patio of about 6,000 square feet where you can sit, eat, drink, hang out, do what you want to do. And if you look over here directly across the street, you see the signs laying down.
Right.
Those signs on the ground are what they're going to stand up in about a week. And that is going to block traffic around the circle. That has nothing to do with me.
All right, and that's a North Carolina DOT project, is that right?
Correct.
And what are they doing around the circle?
They're going to shrink the circle in, replace a lot of the sidewalks, and instead of this asphalt mess, you're going to have brick pavers, crosswalks to be put in, and things like that. I'm going to try to spare myself the wrath of the people of Pittsboro. I have nothing to do with shutting down the road. That's a different project. We are not shutting down the road to build these buildings behind us.
Okay, now the building behind you is the second Bloom building, is that right?
Correct.
Or was the second Bloom building?
Correct. They've moved down to the shopping center where the old Piggly Wiggly used to be.
All right, and I just want to let folks know that what's going to happen with this building?
The building's going to be torn down.
All right.
And the grade where we're standing will be dropped about 2 feet, and then there will be a knee-high wall around it. And that's going to allow for the patio that's at the ground level of the old Roadhouse building. And then you will walk in and out of that building at footpath level and be able to eat indoors or outdoors, and it'll be a solid wall of glass behind us.
And the second Bloom has been here for what, 2 years?
2 years.
And in fact, if you notice, they put up a sign here, thank you for the Stafford family. That's Greg over there, for 2 great years. And they are moving to the Food Line, to a location near Food Line on the 12th, which is next week.
That's correct.
So they had a good 2 years here, and you're going to tear down this building and it's just going to be an open patio with you're planning to have a stage or music venue out here too.
I'll move right over here to the sign. I am standing where the stage will be.
Okay.
And the stage will face this way, so you'll be able to have live music on the circle facing to the old Roadhouse building.
Now, one of the reasons with the narrowing of the circle, we noticed when we were talking, there was a lot of truck traffic. Is that going to continue to be the case, or do you have any idea?
I personally don't believe it'll reduce the truck traffic. We have a similar traffic circle over by the community college, and the smaller circle doesn't bother them. They just drive over the curb. So optimistically, we hope that the trucks stop coming. Realistically, I don't think it'll work, but time will tell.
Right. And now, what's the game plan for knocking down this building? When are you specifically thinking about getting this started?
We already have the demolition permit. So what's going to happen is, as long as we're in a situation where the power, the water, and the gas are turned off, we'll start on the 12th.
Okay.
But it really is just a practical matter of when all the utilities get cut off.
And when they take it down, how many days is that going to take for them?
I'm told it'll take a day.
Oh, really? In just
Yeah.
one day?
Correct.
Okay. Now, we're walking past the second Bloom. We're going past the Justice Motors, and I pronounced that correctly this time, Justice Motors building. You mentioned you're going to be doing a lot of work here. You're still looking for a tenant for this building. Is this correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And you're hoping to find someone who's going to put a eatery or restaurant in there, or distillery or brewery or something food related.
Something cool that people want to go to.
Okay. And you're also redoing, we're just going to walk down the block because the SoCo project is going to involve working from the corner to where we're continuing to work down, including the building right here where you got business services. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is Heather Johnson, Chatham Business Services. And they're temporarily going to move to the front of the old roadhouse. And when they do that, this patio behind us, this split level, will actually go to just being one, large patio of about 800 square feet that will service both locations, both for the mod other side bar and for Chatham Business Services.
All right, so the mod is still staying here. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
The other side bar here. And so this will be one patio level across the entire thing. And then you will step down with stairs here and come onto this patio.
Okay.
And then as you continue heading south on Stafford Road, in front of the old Republican Party headquarters, this will also be an entire outdoor seating area and a rooftop bar.
All right, now are you planning to you're planning to totally demolish this building as well?
That's correct. It is going to be demolished, but that's actually not by choice. Our original plan was to keep it standing, and we were going to build on top of it because I kind of like the building and the I guess you call it brickwork and edging work across the top. We thought it was really cool. However, the engineers told us that the foundation was insufficient for not just to go up on it, but to do any of the work with the glass we wanted to do. So we're being forced to tear it down. That wasn't a choice.
All right, so the second Bloom building you're planning to take down like January 12th, is that correct?
The same time as when we'll do this.
Okay.
I mean, if it happens, all of it is going to be determined by when they get the utilities disconnected. And they say that can take as much as a month, so we'll see.
All right, so you're going to take down both buildings on the same day, and you've been told it will happen in one day.
Right. Well, one building will take one day, the other building will take a day, and then it'll take a couple of days to haul off the debris.
All right. So your schedule right now is sometime in January or when the utilities are disconnected to go ahead and get both these buildings demolished. But it sounds like the second Bloom building is going to be the first one to come down.
That's correct.
All right. Anything else that we got coming up with the SoCo project in the next few months?
I think mostly, the thing that'll be visible will be the tear down of the two buildings. And the first couple of months are going to be dedicated mostly to running the new utilities because we're putting in stormwater drains, which this area does not have. And we're putting in all new sewer lines, all new water lines, all new gas lines. And the reason behind it is really everything is too small to service modern restaurants. And
right.
So it was always a struggle, and we're adding grease traps to everything so that there'll be separate greasy waste disposal, which is something that you can be grandfathered in on. However, if you build new ones, it's much better for the sewer treatment plant for Pittsboro.
Understood. Now, who's your architect for this project?
The architect's Taylor Hobbs.
And they're local.
That's correct. They designed the new courthouse that you can look over there and see. It's and they've designed the new town hall that's coming to Pittsboro. And the landscape and all the stuff outside is Rob Emerson, and he's out of Durham. But he's done the pocket parks and things like that around here. And, they've done great. CE Group is local boy, Mark Ashman. I met him and got him in on the job because I coached his kid in soccer. and those are the primary people running.
Now, do you have some? You have a real estate company helping you out with this, or?
Andrews Real Estate. It's Realty World. Eric Andrews is the guy marketing it and doing all the work on that. And then Splinter Group out of Carborough, which are some guys I became friends with during my rock and roll days in the past, are doing all the website, which is SoCoPittsboro.com.
So that's SoCo Pittsboro.com. So if people want more information, they should just go to that website right now. You've got links to some of the other folks that are involved with this project.
Correct. And if we can walk around here, I actually want to watch this garbage truck. One of our biggest issues is how we're going to get the trucks back there with the new building. So I'm going to watch this.
What do you mean a big issue?
Well, because fitting them around the corner, it is so tight back here. I want to see where his tire tracks are. This is a big deal.
Okay, hey folks, if you've never been excited about watching a dump truck do its job, hey, this is your opportunity. You made it around the corner.
Right. All right, it's perfect.
So it is going to fit in there?
It's absolutely going to fit over here.
Now, are we going to get run over by this person?
We're hoping not.
All right. Because he's probably going, what are these guys out here recording me for?
This is the line where the air conditioning units for the new buildings will fit.
All right.
And as you see, the garbage truck was able to get around easily, and that was one of our problems.
Now, are you going to have to put bumpers on that air conditioning unit so they don't hit it?
Just like you have over here.
Oh, okay.
And if you take a look, we can't right now. One of the problems is both of these buildings have been hit numerous times by trucks coming around the corner, and we've had to repair the rock work and the brick work on the side.
All right.
So this was impromptu, but I'm glad to see that what we've been looking for and I've been waiting for is going to work.
All right. So it looks like it's going to work, and you're going to have bumpers protecting. Well, you've got some in place already.
You can look here. You can see these are the balusters that are protecting the gas line and how many times trucks hit these.
Right.
And if a truck hits one hard enough to take it down, you got a real problem.
Correct. So see, folks, you got to think about all these things when you're doing a project, and it seems like Greg and his team at SoCo Projects, SoCo Pittsboro, are doing it right, and it's going to be a little bit of a different corner in the next. When are you hoping to have some of these major changes take place?
Well, we're supposed to be finished with construction by the end of November of this year.
Okay.
So, that's when we're hoping to wind up and hoping to have a really cool new place to go.
So, folks, sometime within the year, this is going to be a different type of corner. There's going to be entertainment here. There's going to be food here. It's going to be interesting. And we're going to keep you up to date as to what Greg and his folks are doing here with the SoCo project. Anything else we need to know, Greg?
I don't think there's anything else to say right now. As soon as I figure something out, I'll let you know.
All right, folks. Hey, Gene Galin here with the Chatham Journal. Stay in touch with us, chathamjournal.com. Join the Chatham chat list. Sign up for that. We send out a daily digest Monday through Saturday. And Greg, thank you so much for letting us know what you're planning to do here.